What's up, YouTube? My name is Chris, and today I'm going to do a walk around of my 1998 Kobelco SK115-DZ. I'm going to dig it out of the snowbank so that we can do a full walk around. I'll give you the specs and what it's got for an engine, my likes, my dislikes, and a little bit of the backstory. So we got it out of the snowbank. This is a walk around of it. So I bought this thing used about 3 years ago from the original owner. I bought it in the down east region of Maine. For you that are unfamiliar with that, that's like way up the coast of Maine, almost as far east in the United States as you can go. So here's some things about this excavator that I like it and why I bought it. So I paid $26,000 for this, and I liked it because it has a nice big bucket on it, and which is almost, it's a little bigger than 3/4 of a yard. It's got the blade. Some of you may not be a big fan of that, and it had a really nice undercarriage, the sprockets, the chains, the grouser pads, the rollers were all good when I bought it. So the cab's a little beat up, not terrible, but like this door has that kind of bow in it up there, so I've been meaning to fix that. But so these right here, consoles, I guess, are a little beat up. These things are hard to get parts for, but I found a used one up in Maine. The guy was parting out, and so I kind of was able to get a few parts off of it, like mostly just interior parts. Like I got an extra set of these. I haven't put them on yet. I did get the dash parts, like back here, the fuse panel and all that. This was all like $2 grand from Kobelco, so I was able to get that for like 30 bucks. This thing does not have a radio. It does have heat that works awesome. It has glow plugs, and it's pretty basic. It's got a cable throttle right here. Doesn't have any auto idle or anything. It has a 2-speed for the tracks. It's got front lights and rear lights that both work. It's got windshield wiper. And then down over on this side, it's got a dozer blade on and off switch. So if you turn that off right there, it'll actually give you more power to your tracks. This was for the rear flashers. I'll get into that for a minute, but yeah, it's got a fan. The windscreen lifts up. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the cab. So going around looking at the panels, get all the snow off of these batteries. Yeah, so this is your air filter. Super easy to change, super cheap to buy it. Oops, let me get some of these leaves out of here. Like 25 bucks for one of those. Keep my track shovel in there. Keep it a little bit of coolant, you know, just in case. So something cool that I did, a modification, when I got this, it had these rear lights that were missing. And I got on the internet and I was looking, and every one that I saw, these were smashed out. The ones from Kobelco were like $1,000, but the ones online on eBay were $500. So I ordered those and they didn't fit. I don't know why, but they're from China, so trying to figure that out was kind of a nightmare. So I sent them back, and I ended up just building these with some sheet metal and some LED lights from Tractor Supply. And they are awesome. They both work, and I've had them on for like long periods of time, and I couldn't have been happier the way they came out. Here's your pump. It's a little dirty in there. I do have a little bit of a leak somewhere in here. I think it's a seal somewhere. I can't find it though. I've gone through this thing and just like tightened everything up as I see it. Just like took a day and just every bolt and nut that I saw, and I changed that. I mean, I just tightened it, and I've changed a few hoses in here. One thing I want to add about this right here is a hydraulic screen. What that is it's this, you just pull this little brass, I think it's a 19 millimeter, and you pull it out, and it's got a little tiny screen on it, and it collects the metal shavings over time from your hydraulic system. And when I bought this machine, I checked that, and there was almost no metal shavings, and I've had it for 2 years now, and I've put on like probably 1,500 hours, and no metal shavings. So I'm pretty happy with that, because if you have metal shavings in there frequently, it's usually a really bad sign. This machine weighs about 30,000. I've heard different things. Some guys say it's 28,000, and then some guys say that it's 32,000. From what I know, we brought it over a scale, and it was 31,000 and change. So I don't know if that's because of the thumb that's on it, maybe, and the blade. I'm not sure, but that's what it is. So yeah, so this thing has a Cummins 4BT. I'm gonna hop up and open that. Okay, so about this engine, this is a Cummins 4BT. It's a 3.9 liter. It's about 88 horsepower. It's got a turbo, and what I've done to this is I've put a starter on. I've put a new fan blade on. What else? I changed the water pump, which was super easy. Literally getting the old pump off and putting the new one on was like, took me like 10 minutes. It's like 2 bolts. It's super easy to do. I was so pumped when that happened. Yeah, so I did that. I did a thermostat, because this machine being older, when it's working really hard, and up here in New Hampshire where everything's steep and mountainy, I'm on unlevel surfaces, so swinging really works the engine. But it's been a really reliable engine. Some of the things I don't like about the engine is it's loud compared to like a Caterpillar, or even like a Volvo, or a John Deere. It's loud, it's a little bit obnoxious, but it works hard, and its parts are fairly cheap, and definitely parts are easy to get. So yeah. Talk a little bit about some of the hydraulic features that this has. So this originally came with the thumb. When I bought it, I don't know if it came from the factory, but the guy that bought it from me, that I bought it from, was the original owner, and he put this thumb on, which is fine. It just takes some time getting used to. So I added these. Actually, shout out to Sam from Coastal Welding in Middleton, because the kid is just phenomenal welder and awesome prices, and he got it done super quick. He added these on the sides, and it's been like 10 times better with just those extra blades on the side. Just grabbing things is just so much easier. So this machine has a lot of power for what it is. I've picked up boulders and stumps and huge stumps, and it's just awesome. I have no complaints about this machine. It was a really good price. It was a one owner. It only had 5,900 hours on it. Now it's got, I want to say it's like 7,700, I think. I try to keep up with it as much as I can. I do all my own maintenance for the most part. I've replaced the idlers on the front. And what else? I flushed the radiator. And that's about it. It's been a really good machine. I definitely recommend, if you find one in good shape, buy it. If you're starting out, you know, like me in the business, and, you know, do your research, get your owner's manuals, get your service manual, get your maintenance manual. They're expensive, but they're worth it, because everything in there that you need, you can call your dealer or your local service place and, you know, have all the info, because I've noticed when I call up, if I don't have like the part number in front of me, it's going to take them long to look it up, and it's sometimes they put you on hold. And so yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna make a lot more of these videos, I think. I'm gonna do one on my bulldozer, and, you know, my mini, my track loader, my dump truck, and I've got a couple more pieces, a couple more things that I have that I don't use very much, but basically want to start doing a channel about getting started in the excavation business, the do's, the don'ts, and what I've learned. So yeah, I hope you liked the video. Any questions or comments, let me know. Thanks.